Okay, so it looks like we weren't quite through with this paperboy CPU. So the customer that sent me these two, sent me another set, and that other set worked in his game for I think it was a couple of weeks, and then failed. Naturally, assumed there's something wrong with the board set, as did I. So he sent me both boards. His other set, however, booted when I got it, so that tells me there's something wrong in his cabinet. This CPU board had all kinds of bad parts on it and an open trace on the underside of the board, but it did work a few times when I first got it. And the thing is, it worked without Power OK being connected. Now, Power OK is J15. I don't know which direction. I don't know if this side's 1 or this side's 1. But that orange wire right there, that connects to 10.3 in the cabinet. And if that's missing, I'm going to unplug it. And then I'm going to boot up. If that's missing, that's what you end up with. And that's what the second set of boards were doing in this guy's cabinet. Now this board, at first, when I first powered it up, I didn't have this connected because it's been so long since I've worked on one of these things, I didn't remember what this was, so I just left it off. And it booted. So, not thinking much of it, I went forward with the rest of the repair and got the game to work. But then I started thinking about his other board set. And sure enough, his other board set with that disconnected will not boot. Now that's got not just 10.3 on it, but it also has plus and minus 15 on it. And I don't know if the plus and minus 15 is necessarily needed. I imagine it is, because this IC right here kind of runs the charge with this power on reset. So there's that IC I was pointing at, that LN324, and it goes all the way through here. And in pin 3 of that 3H, if that doesn't do what it's supposed to do, this board will not come up. So what I ended up finding was that IC was bad, and that, where that black diode is right there, that diode that was in that position was also bad. So this board was able to boot without the 10.3 volts on that pin and without the plus and minus 15. I know, big deal, right? Who cares? Well, the fact of the matter is that's not working right. This board's going to work in someone's cabinet with those voltages missing, and another actually good board will not work in that cabinet with those voltages missing. So it's kind of a false positive, if you will. So anyway, when you get this back, you being the customer of this board, or the owner of this board rather, make sure you've got 10.3 there or better. It's probably going to be in the range of 14 or 13. And then make sure you've got plus and minus 15 here where you're supposed to have it. I believe the second and third pin are probably plus and minus 15. So with that connected, power back up, game boots as it should. All right. So if you have any questions about that, again, you being the guy that owns this board, please let me know.